The hard thing about spinning plates isn't the number of plates, it's knowing when to spin each one. Or at least that's what a circus performer told me. I'll have to take their word on that. I always thought the hardest thing about spinning plates was to stop them falling. But I can at least confirm how it's possible to manage 5 different jobs at the same time. In my day-to-day life, I have at least 2 things going on. My full-time as a doctor and my career as a DJ. But I also have other things that require my time and attention, like content creation, producing music, working with corporates on their strategy, and investing. And that's not including any surprises that life throws my way, or new opportunities that I jump on. No doubt, it's a lot, but I'm going to share the techniques I use to spin all my plates. The first approach is to compartmentalize each job into phases. Remove the idea of working on all things equally all the time. We need to zoom out to view our progress over months or years. For example, one phase might have me prioritizing something for a week where I give it 100% whilst giving everything else around 0%. But that's okay, because next week I'll then pivot to giving attention to what needs my time then. This happened to me when I had an NHS campaign. For a solid 7 days, my focus was on prepping for media interviews, attending government healthcare briefings, and recording clips for radio. It was a demanding schedule, sometimes working from 6 AM to 11 PM, whilst also fitting in my hospital hours if I couldn't get time off work. But once that phase was done, I let it go on without me and do its thing, like a wind-up toy which you let go. You see, if you spend each day trying to wind up all your toys all the time, not only will you burn yourself out, but none of them will go particularly far. The next technique is knowing which phases you need. Ideally, your phases all align with each other so that they move towards a unified goal. My NHS campaign helped me in 3 ways. My medical career by working closer with the government, my DJing career by raising my brand awareness, and my business by developing my project management skills. Within each of these, there are some sub-phases that also lend themselves to other sub-phases. For example, prepping for media interviews helped me get better at scheduling as well as hone my screen presence. Honing my screen presence helped me refine my brand thanks to my content creation and stagecraft. And honing these skills gave me more confidence when performing on stage or meeting record labels and festival bookers. Wax on, wax off. If none of your phases are aligned, then the plates you're spinning are too far apart. But if you can find a way so they all serve your main goal, then you'll find yourself making so much more progress without it feeling nearly as tough. I hope you're finding this video helpful so far. If you are, make sure you hit the subscribe button below to stay up to date with my content and events. Let's continue. The last technique I use requires me to accept it's not all on my shoulders. People like us enjoy being busy, doing things ourselves and focusing solely on achieving our dreams. By bringing other people into the mix, not only relieves that burden, but it also streamlines the process. So outsourcing is vital. Maybe you can't afford it now, but that doesn't mean you can't plan to take advantage of it. I outsource for meal prep to save me time. I have a personal trainer to keep my health on track. Even Google Calendar has been instrumental in keeping my business management smooth. Maybe you'd have more time for other things by hiring a thumbnail maker for your videos, or getting a business partner to schedule meetings and interviews. Interestingly, Mr. Beast said that the moment you can afford to hire an editor, do it. Because even if they are only 80% as good as you, you'll have more time to develop new ideas. And with that extra time, you can prioritize your phases, calibrate the alignment of your different jobs, and research ways to outsource aspects of your journey. Just remember to find the approach that works best for you. Balancing 5 jobs works for me, but your situation might require fewer plates to spin or more. If you've made it this far, I know you're taking your growth seriously. Thank you so much for sharing this journey with me. I made this vlog on screen here, showing you what it's actually like being a doctor and DJ, all the emotions, lifestyle tips, and one of the coolest shows I've ever DJ'd at. You'll see exactly how I spin so many plates. I'll see you in the next video.